Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat, while addressing the centenary celebrations of the Mahanubhav Ashram in Amravati, Maharashtra on Sunday, spoke out on the issue of persecution and atrocities committed in the name of Dharma. What exactly has been said by the RSS chief? Let's take you through this exact quote. The RSS chief, in fact, said such acts are rooted in misunderstanding and lack of true comprehension of Dharma. He explained that when Dharma is not properly understood, it leads to Adharma, fueling persecution and violence worldwide. He emphasized that Dharma is eternal and governs the world's workings. He has asserted that Dharma has always existed and everything works according to it, and that is why it is called Sanatan. This is the particular quote that we are speaking of. Mohan Bhagwat on how Dharma is interpreted. We in fact brought to you the entire quote that he has made, the remark that he has made while addressing the centenary celebrations of the Mahanubhav Ashram in Amravati, Maharashtra on Sunday. He has spoken. The issue that he has addressed here is of persecution and atrocities that are committed in the name of Dharma. He has in fact said that he's called for the true understanding of Dharma, religion that we know as, to prevent such atrocities. Improper and incomplete understanding of Dharma leads to Adharma, persecution and atrocities that occurred worldwide in the name of Dharma were all rooted in a misunderstanding and a lack of proper understanding of Dharma. And he's explained that Dharma, being eternal, governs the workings of the world, which is why it is called Sanatan. That is the exact quote, ladies and gentlemen, that we are bringing to you. Let's in fact cut across to our colleague Brijesh Pandey, who's joining us from the newsroom right now, to bring us more context into this very story. Brijesh, a very good morning to you. Very firstly, just to simply set context to this very remark that's been made by the RSS chief, warning against persecution while misinterpreting Dharma.
Well, I think, this is a very nuanced and balanced view which has been put forward by RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat. If you remember, a few days back, he had once again raised that people should not go on looking for mandir under every single masjid, and that would only lead to enmity. And though the world is biased towards India, when it tried to analyze the religious or the situation of minorities in India, we should also not give them any chance, and there should be brotherhood and peace. And after that, the statement which has been put forth by RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat is kind of continuation of that line, where he's towing a very moderate line and saying something which nobody would have any kind of problem with, given the fact that there are atrocities which are committed in the name of religion. And I don't think that any true religion would advocate violence, and if it does, I mean, it needs to have a very serious inward gaze to address all those issues. So that particular issue, I think, Mohan Bhagwat is also hinting at the kind of persecution minority Hindus are going in the state of in the nation, in Bangladesh, and also, some of the stuff which is happening in the country as well, where, the minorities are being targeted, and the fact that, that now there's a the race in which, how we are going to file more cases and unearth more temples to bring to the fore. So, if you understand Mohan Bhagwat's situation in a complete context, the thing which he's trying to tell is that, that you should have tolerance, and the fact is that no true religion preaches violence, and it is a lack of understanding of religion which propagates people to commit violence in the name of religion. So I think, it's a very balanced, and it's a very, I would say, sought after remark which has come from RSS Chief, which is the fountainhead as far as, the entire Hindutva institutions and all. Yeah.
At this point, Brijesh, you very rightly mentioned about the previous comment that was also made by him on do not go around breaking up controversies with regards to mandir being under masjids, and now we see this particular comment. In fact, in the recent past, we're seeing such repeated messages coming from his side during different addresses at different events. My question here is, who are these messages for out there? We know it's a very balanced view that he's given at this point. But I would ask the target of this particular message.
I get the question. See, the point is what Mohan Bhagwat is trying to do is he's trying to do a balancing act. You know, when he a few days back when he said that Hindus have got their temple which they were so arduously fighting for, which is the Lord Ram temple in his birthplace Ayodhya. He said that, post that there should not be a constant effort to somehow, keep the social fabric or the social condition of the country on a simmer, where, you're filing cases that this was earlier masjid and this mosque should be removed, and, the structure or the composition of the character of the place should be changed and all. I think it was more aimed at the Sangh Parivar affiliates, if I may say so. The Sangh Parivar also says that that these are not, this is not what Sangh has always taught. These are, they are new Hindutva-lights who have emerged post 2014 and, who have switched the bandwagon, and now they are advocating about it more vigorously and in a more vigorous fashion. And that is the reason why I think it's a caution tale by Mohan Bhagwat to everyone concerns. He does not stop at the fact that the kind of stuff which the Western world is talking about India and not doing looking at their own or doing an honest introspection into the situation in their own country. So like especially referring to America and others, when they comment on the situation in India, but they so gloss over about the kind of atrocities which is being committed over on Hindus minority in Bangladesh. So he is trying to maintain this fine balance act, but the messaging is very, very clear. It is also aimed at those people who are now kind of taking a very hardline Hindutva, a very aggressive strand, picking up a very aggressive strand vis-a-vis the kind of healing touch which RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat is propagating. Yeah.
Absolutely. Brijesh, we're completely out of time, but I would want to end with this one short question here. Is this a good cop play? Would you call it so?
Well, I would say that, the effort which is being made by RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat is an extremely welcome move. He is the top man when it comes to any organization which is a Hindutva organization, and they are the affiliate organization. So if it is coming from him, it actually acts as a balm and gives a ray of hope that, that all those hardliners would be kind of reined in. It is very difficult to say that it will happen in one day or 1 month, because, it's like riding a tiger. It's very easy to get on, but it's very, very difficult to get out. And I think, the RSS or the extension is experiencing that kind of moment in their journey.